So this is an interesting episode, Turtle Confessions. It's got a different structure than some of the other episodes, and it's the first, if not the only time you see Angela on the receiving end of her own revenge fantasy. Here is Turtle Confessions.
Normally I would say that the most fun part of the day is now. On account of it is recess, and we get to play tetherball, the most fun of games.
Hey, Angela, I saved you a place in line for tetherball. Want to play?
Sorry, Johnny Abadi, not today. Because today the fun would not be so
A kid
fun.
in the background.
Not until I unburden my inner turmoil.
Welcome, Angela, my child. Have you come to clear your cobwebs of guilt?
Yes, Josephine Praline.
I like how Josephine is able to get that box onto the school campus.
More horrible even than the time I took those pennies out of Mark and Derek's penny loafers. Or the time I...
Aren't you forgetting something, Angela Anaconda? Pennies for the poor?
Oh.
Back when a penny meant something.
Now then, Angela, start from the beginning and take your time.
Okay, this is the Unfabulous structure, because what Unfabulous, another Sue Rose show, did...
Candy May is being an angel and saving me a place in line.
Aw. I love how Josephine's also acting like a real kid.
It all started when Gina Lash's
But
mother
the
decided to take her
Unfabulous
Club
structure, what they did is they almost always started out in the middle of the action, and then the main character, Addie, would go back and say, this is how I got here. This is that structure.
I relate to their shy, skittish natures, which is why I'm sure you'll want me taking care of him. Gina Lash.
But Gina Lash, I'm your best friend. And if I
Are you?
get to, I'll give
don't
you
know.
that two-headed nickel for my mutant coin collection.
Hey,
Cool.
that's bribery.
Gordy's right. I have to
And
make a
Gina's
decision
susceptible to
based on
that.
what's best for Sheldon.
Which reminds me, I made him this turtleneck sweater using only the finest natural fibers. It
Cordy.
can get quite nippy in the winter months, you know.
Thanks, Gordy.
Wait a minute, Gordy Reinhardt. Who's bribing now?
Technically, Angela, it's not bribery, seeing as the sweater's not for Gina. Although, if you'd like a sweater of your own, Gina Lash, I'd be happy to knit one for you.
Would it be ready by tomorrow?
Clothing is fine, Gina Lash. But you
Gordy.
can't compare a sweater to the stuff I learned from reading my dad's field handbook of turtles and tortoises.
Wow, a 1964 edition of Legion Shite Shieldrat candy book. When it comes to turtles, he's tall.
So, late 60s, early 70s.
I'm impressed, Angela Anaconda.
I'm guessing that's when the show takes
Now
place.
I really can't decide that I'm leaving first thing in the morning. Not to mention, I still have to review that 3-day weekend menu I asked Club Carumba to fax me.
I know, Gina Lash. Why don't we flip for it?
Well, I wouldn't normally leave anything as important as Sheldon's well-being to a flip of the coin, but since time is of the essence, call it, Angela Anaconda.
Dirty trick, I know this. Two-headed mutant coin collection.
I knew it was wrong, but I really, really wanted to take care of Sheldon for the weekend on account of... I just wanted to, okay? So I used the two-headed coin from my mutant coin collection.
Holy mother of pearl, you tricked your own best friend?
Wait, there's more.
Go on. Ciao, Angela. See you in a couple of
It
minutes.
is cool that they
My dream
change things
come
up a
true.
bit.
I had Sheldon all to myself. But now the question was, what was I going to do with him? Go get it, Sheldon. Go get it, boy. He wouldn't fetch.
So, did Gina not...
He wouldn't roll over.
Did Gina not tell her how to take care of Sheldon?
He wouldn't even I was stuck with the most boring pet of all the most boring pets in the world.
Hey, Angela! My Uncle Nicky installed that Aqua Pronto computer-operated sprinkler system over at my Nona bodies. Wanna go play?
Do I ever? No, but I gotta be back in 2 hours to feed Gina Lash's do-nothing turtle like I have unfortunately promised I will.
Why don't you just feed him extra now so you won't have to later?
Oh boy.
I think you just had an idea that is a great idea, Johnny Abadi.
Not the most
Especially
responsible
when
in this
you consider it
episode.
came from a kid who's been hit a few too many times in the head with a hockey puck.
Wait, I gotta go back. Something about a kid getting hit.
Johnny Abadi. Especially when you consider it came from a kid who's been hit a few too many times in the head with a hockey puck.
Oh, Johnny's the one who got hit in the head with the hockey puck. Which is funny, because on screen we see Angela's the one who gets hit in the head with a hockey puck.
Me and Johnny
Oh
are
wait, no,
playing
scratch that.
Nona
She gets hit in the
Abadi's
stomach.
Aqua Pronto sprinkler system
But we see her the one getting hit.
Better than the Trevi fountain.
Yeah, I do not get why people consider him the love interest. They do not have the chemistry. She doesn't seem to like him that much.
Relax, sporty old pal. Sheldon has enough food to last him at least the rest of his boring life, on account of I gave him extra.
You did what?
It was my idea.
But Angela, if you overfeed a turtle, it will eat itself to death.
Auto-cannibalism!
Gordy. If Gina Lash has never eaten herself to death, I don't think her pet turtle will.
Yeah, relax. Come
Wow.
have some fun.
Stop that! I just got over a sinus infection.
Oh, poor Gordy. Ugh, stupid two-parter. Oh, Gordy. Yeah, Gordy is absolutely the voice of reason so far in this episode.
I'm supposed to know that when I got home, Sheldon would be gone. Where do you think he went to, Johnny Abadi?
I don't know. Maybe he's looking for a place to kick the bucket. Once on a national explorer, they said that some animals leave their homes to find a good place to croak.
Uh-oh. Could it be that Gordy was right? Did I feed Sheldon too much and now he was croaking somewhere in a place he had found to croak?
Dark humor, I appreciate that.
Well, at least Gina Lash will be glad he went on a full stomach.
I had to find a replacement for Sheldon. And fast. Hello, Golden Shell Restaurant?
No!
I will have the ginger turtle soup.
Okay.
But hold the soup and the ginger.
Okay.
Just the turtle,
Oh,
please.
boy.
And don't cook him.
No! You on your own!
Huh?
That's probably not a person of color doing
I
that
was so desperate,
accent.
I finally had to sell my prized mutant coin collection, which is my possession I most prize.
Aw.
The only question was, could I really fool Gina Lash? Smartest in the class?
Wow, Sheldon sure is peppy.
She never even suspected.
Shame on you, Angela Anaconda.
I know. I am guilty as sin. And the cobwebs of my conscience are filled with poison spiders.
Maybe she feels bad.
I tricked and lied to my best friend, Gina Lash.
Forget about
And Gordy
Gina.
Reinhardt.
What about poor Sheldon?
Sheldon?
Put yourself in his shell. Think of the horrors that helpless turtle went through before his untimely end. Hey, I'm up. Well, gotta go. Tetherball calls.
Wait, Josephine!
I like that she's the voice of reason, but Josephine's still a real kid.
I wonder if this is what Josephine meant to put myself in Sheldon's shell. Because I sure feel like Sheldon now. My mother always told me to
Vengeance.
come out of my shell. And now that I am in one, I don't think it's such a good idea.
And this is probably the first and only time she's on the receiving end of her own revenge
I
fantasy.
will cry.
Yep.
Save me from this mega downpour of mini carrots. Hooray! It is Gordy Reinhardt, friend to turtles, who will be sure to keep me from getting nippy in the cold winter months. I will say while gagging on the world's tiniest scarf, but now I am too hot and need to cool off. Don't worry, little turtle. Gordy will tell me. Nona Body's Aqua Pronto will cool you.
And she's acknowledging that she deserves this.
The shrinking sweater is shrinking and making me think that maybe I am too big to be a tiny turtle.
And it's weird, yes.
Oh no! It's a turtle wave!
Puns.
Phew! I will say, when I finally make it to safety, I am safe at last.
Nikki! Nikki! Come out here. I got a great idea for a new pizza, huh?
Turtle?
pizza!
Turtle pizza?
Cannibalism?
No! Please! I'm too young to be a topping!
Angela.
All right, Angela on the dark end of her own revenge
For
fantasy.
you. We were just playing with Sheldon when we noticed.
That's not Sheldon!
What?
Gina Lash, I have something terrible to tell you. Sheldon bought the turtle farm and it's all my fault on account of I fed him too much food for a turtle to eat. So I got you a new turtle and just told you it was Sheldon. But he's not really Sheldon, seeing as he's another completely different turtle completely.
I know Angela Anaconda, and I've decided to call him Zippy. This is Sheldon.
But how? When? Who?
It was me, Angela Anaconda.
Good for you, Gordy.
I was worried for Sheldon's well-being, so I kidnapped him while you and Johnny Abadi were playing in Nona Abadi's Aqua Prima sprinkler system and took care of him myself.
Good for Gordy. He was the better choice anyway.
You knew all along, but you didn't tell me that you knew?
She
I
deserved
figured
it.
I could wait, seeing as you were busy playing with Josephine.
Playing? I was confessing.
Anyway, now that I have more than one, I have decided to initiate turtle races. Right, Gordy?
That's right. I've got 5-1 on Zippy in the third.
Really? Turtle races? Can I watch?
You can do more than watch, Angela Anaconda. You can be in them.
Hey, you guys! Wait for me! Come back here! Wait up!
And she deserved that. Yeah, this is an episode that I have wanted to see for a while. Because I mentioned a couple times that Angela can be a jerk just as much as Nanette, but she's not usually called out on it. This is a particularly good episode because she finally is. She feels bad for her actions, she makes the wrong choice, she gets caught up in the temptation of playing outside, but she ultimately wants to do the right thing. And here's another thing. When she's being a jerk and doing the wrong thing, she is still likable. I've seen other episodes where she's doing the wrong thing and it is harder to root for her. And I've seen that in other shows too, not just here, where a main character's making a bad choice and you're still expected to root for them, but you can't. Here, she even screws over Gordy and I can still like her and identify with her. Maybe it's because you see the guilt from the beginning and emotionally you know why she's doing it, even if the logic doesn't make sense. So I can still get into it here. Yeah, I like that she can't even explain why she wanted to take care of the turtle so badly. It's something she herself can't explain. But that makes sense. It feels right. It didn't feel... It could have been a power thing, but it felt like could have gone that way. That she just wanted her friend's approval. It could have been she wanted more responsibility. She thought the turtle was going to be fun. She gets bored with it in 5 minutes. Because kids have low attention spans. Good for Gordy, honestly. Gordy saved the turtle. And it's a twist that, unlike some of the other episodes in this series, you really don't see this twist coming. You can guess, because usually I've seen this plot done before, but this one takes a few more twists and turns. Gordy's the one doing the right thing. And like I said, it's really, really cool and a nice change of pace to see Angela on the receiving end of a weird, violent revenge fantasy. And even rarer, Angela's the butt of the joke at the end of the episode too, and it's fully, fully deserved. This was a long time coming because usually, no matter what, Nanette's the butt of the joke, or to a lesser extent, Miss Brinks, or to an even lesser extent, her older brothers. But here, Angela's on the receiving end of a revenge fantasy, and it's deserved. She's called out on her actions and her more selfish tendencies. She does feel bad for what she does, and she does resolve to do better. But it still punishes her for her actions, which is great. This was a long time coming, and a very, very nice change of pace. You also get to see her interacting with Josephine, who's a ton of fun, like I've said. I didn't really have any negative feelings towards Gina in this episode, but I didn't really feel anything positive either. I felt pretty neutral towards her. Of course I love Gordy. He really shines in this episode, doing the right thing, very rightly taking care of that turtle. And I just realized that eating itself to death might not have actually been a cannibalism joke as I'm saying this. It might have been they're eating too much so they die. For those of you new who are stumbling upon this, the cannibalism joke started because in Mr. Enter's review, he really tears the show apart for a cannibalism joke. Personally, I think they're really funny, so I point them out whenever I can. I like the weirdness of this revenge fantasy. Turtle Angela was really fun. Got to see more of Josephine, who's really sweet and a ton of fun. That she's usually portrayed sympathetically, which is great. It's nice to see a consistently sympathetic character in this particular show, since the show deals with a lot of negative emotions and a lot of jerks. Anyways, yeah, enjoyed that. I really wish the show did more of this because it is a really nice change of pace. I know Pepper Ann did more of this. Angela's very, very flawed. She's a flawed character. But then you get to see the redeeming qualities too. So that really was a nice balance this time around. I'd probably put this up there as one of the best episodes I've seen. So I will do a top 10 list eventually. But I've got quite a ways to go before that happens. Anyways, excellent, excellent episode.